wow. That's amazing, honey.
Wow, that's so cool. I want to get a 100 too. Then you have to study hard. Okay.
My name is Momoka Nakamura, and I run a small cram school. My students are mostly all children who live in the same neighborhood as I do. So everyone knows each other, and it genuinely feels like a regular school. The rewarding part of this job, I believe, is seeing the smiles on the faces of the students. I feel it's very rewarding when a student of yours shows their 100 on a test with a smile on that face. Like the little girl from earlier.
Hey, Mama. I'm home.
Welcome back, Mikan. I myself have a daughter, Mikan. She goes to an elementary school in the neighborhood, and she is also a student at my cram school. How was the test this time, sweetheart?
Ta-da! I got a 90.
Oh, that's amazing, honey. Didn't you go up from 20 from last time?
You're a very good teacher, Mama.
As you can see, my daughter and I have a lovely relationship as parent and child. Of course, I never don't show any favoritism just because Mikan's my daughter. Although I am not making any huge profits or anything, I truly feel satisfied with the current situation. But I have one problem.
Teacher, what about Kairi?
She hasn't arrived yet, has she? Does anyone know why she's late?
If it's Kairi, she's just slacking off. I know she is.
Come now. It's not nice to be mean like that.
But Tito, I think Kairi is slacking off.
Do you have any proof of that, honey?
Yeah, when I went to my local bukan the other day, Kairi was there, see?
Very nice, sweetie, but it's not enough proof.
Also, my older brother works part-time at that bukan, and he says Kairi always comes to the store.
Oh my.
She definitely hanging around the bukan then, Coach. And I think she goes right from the school to bukan without going anywhere else. My brother said that Kairi always has her school bag on her back every time she comes.
What? I wonder why she doesn't want to go home. The source of my troubles is one of my students, Kairi. As you just heard, this particular child frequently misses cram school. 5 days a week, ma'am?
Yeah. Is that a problem?
No, ma'am, not at all. It's just, are you okay with this?
What are you talking about?
I'm very grateful that you're offering your daughter to come 5 days a week, but I wonder if Kairi here can keep up with it.
Eh? Kairi will go on to that super prestigious MoniRobo Junior High School in the future. Understand?
Ah, MoniRobo Junior High School. MoniRobo Junior High School is a very famous private middle school located just outside the city. It's regarded as a girls' school for the ultra-rich, and it has produced many talents and nationally famous celebrities. As a result, it has an extremely narrow gateway open to the public, and only a handful of students can enter MoniRobo Junior High School each year through exams.
So, Mrs. Nakamura, please help Kairi to enroll in MoniRobo Junior High School.
Understood, ma'am. We will provide as much guidance to your daughter as possible. Are you okay with this, Kairi, honey?
Huh?
Oh, you're so rude. Kairi really wants to go to MoniRobo Junior High School. So much so, it aches me to see her have to wait, right? Isn't that so, Kairi?
Yeah.
Does she really think so? I have a suspicion she was being half forced to say that. But the difficult part is that I can't say it anything strongly. Above all, this particular parent, she had the air of a parent who makes selfish and unreasonable demands on behalf of their child. For the time being, I decided to wait and see what happened. And that's how I also decided to analyze and study MoniRobo Junior High School's past exams to help Kairi to pass. However, I eventually became worried because Kairi, who was important to me, wasn't coming to cram school. I called her mother out of worry, but...
Hey there. Can't answer the phone right now. Leave a message after the wee little beep.
It always goes to voicemail. I did leave multiple messages on the answering machine, but I never received a call back. What was going on? At this pace, the dream of going to MoniRobo will only stay a dream. And actually, I had another problem. Coyote's parents never paid her monthly tuitions. As of now, they have been in errors for literally half a year. Indeed, Coyote often does not show up at our cram school, so I have no intention of charging my regular tuition fee. But strangely, no one pays even a smidge of anything.
Wait, Mama?
Huh? What's wrong, Mikan?
I'm going to take a bath.
Okay, darling.
Why do you have a very difficult-looking face?
Oh, I was just thinking about Coyote, sweetheart. See, she hasn't been coming to cram school for almost a month, right?
So about Coyote, is it, Mama?
Mikan, do you know anything about her life? Come to think of it, she's in the same class at you as school, right?
Coyote goes to school, Mama, if you want to know.
Really?
But she's sleeping all the time.
Sleeping? Do you know why?
I just think she's very sleepy. She has dark circles on her face and hasn't talked at all these days. And I'm wondering what's wrong with her.
Is that so? By the way, is Coyote playing with her friends sometimes?
Don't you know, Mama? Coyote's mom is so hard on her, see?
Oh, I had a premonition about that, I did. She seems extremely overbearing and judges people instantly based on academic backgrounds. How hard is she on her daughter?
So Coyote is going to take the entrance exam for a very famous junior high school. And to make it happen, her mom is helping her study with a schedule that's kind of like Sparta, to be honest.
Is that so?
Her mom absolutely forbids her from playing with her friends, and she doesn't allow her a cell phone either.
What? She doesn't have any freedom?
Yeah, Coyote herself told me that before, Mama.
I see. Thank you, sweetheart. You helped me so much.
Okay, I'm going to take a bath.
So that's what's going on. So the reason why Coyote doesn't come to cram school and was wasting her time with book on was because she simply didn't want to study. And when she got home, her mother always displayed her strict, overbearing self, and the poor soul was running from her. Her sleeping all the time at school was the result of studying far too hard at home. Following a schedule so strict, even my own 8-year-old daughter would use the word Sparta. I don't think it's a good idea to leave Coyote alone like this, is what I truly believe. But I'm just a mere cram school teacher. And with her parents not answering the phone either, what should I do? One day, I was out shopping at the supermarket. Oh, is that? What a coincidence! I caught a glimpse of Coyote's mother. I followed her around, and just as she was leaving the supermarket, I called out to her. Excuse me.
Yes? You are?
Are you Coyote's mother? I'm her teacher at the cram.
I know who you are, ma'am. What can I do you for?
Coyote hasn't been seen at the cram school lately. I was wondering if something was the matter.
What? Coyote doesn't go to cram school. I haven't heard about this.
This is very difficult to say, but according to the children who attend the cram school, Coyote stops at a nearby store after school.
Oh my. That child. I cannot believe that child was doing something like that.
Aha. Can this be improved somehow? Just when I thought that, however.
Are you doing your job properly? The reason why Coyote is slacking off is probably because of your poor teaching style.
Huh?
For your information, I wonder if it's truly possible to teach in such a dilapidated classroom. What will you do if Coyote fails the MoniRobo Junior High School exam? How will you take responsibility?
Yes, well, even if you say so.
If this is the case, I shouldn't have sent Coyote to your stupid cram school. I thought it was a good thing because it was popular in the neighborhood, but...
Also, there's the matter of the monthly tuition fees.
The hell do you want with the monthly tuition fees?
I have not been able to confirm that any money has been deposited from the specified bank account for half a year, ma'am.
Oh, isn't that obvious?
Excuse me?
After all, Instead of teaching Kaede well to fulfill her dreams, you made Kaede hate studying, didn't you? And yet, you utter that kind of nonsense? There's no way we can pay the monthly tuition fees, understand?
Of course, since Kaede doesn't come to the Graham school, I have no intention of receiving the regular tuition fee, but...
You're the worst, lady. It's completely your fault that Kaede hates studying, and yet you try to shift the blame onto me.
I have no such intention.
And also, for your information, Kaede's grades have been declining recently. It's clearly your fault then.
I need her to come to cram school at least once to be able to prove that, ma'am.
So, you want to say it's my fault? I can't believe this. I'll ask someone else to educate her, so be gone already.
Oh, wait, ma'am?
Regret what you say, bitch.
Kaede's mother gave a creepy smile as she uttered that last sentence before getting into a car parked nearby and driving away. I'll be immensely generous and give up on the monthly fee. I do not care. Of course, I don't think it's my fault that Kaede hates studying now. Will Kaede-chan be okay as it is? That really bothered me. A month was just about to pass since Kaede quit cram school. And one fateful day... Who could it be?
Excuse me, you have a letter.
A letter? When I looked closely at the envelope, I saw it came from an attorney's law firm. I didn't even remember hiring a lawyer. What on earth did this mean? I opened the envelope with lots of trepidation, only to find a single sheet of paper inside. What? I saw the paper and I keeled over. In big letters, it was written, "Letter of Complaint." And the person who filed the complaint was none other than Kaede's mother. Apparently, Kaede-chan's declining grades were decided to be my responsibility, and she intended to make me pay for my wrongdoings. As I read on, the document stated that if I didn't want to get sued in court within 24 hours, I was to transfer 5 million yen to the designated bank account. I could literally feel the blood run from my face. Within 24 hours? That's just absolutely outrageous.
Hey, teacher, what's wrong?
Sorry, sweetie, I'm just...
You look a little pale, teacher. Are you not feeling well?
What do I do? What do I do? I have to pay the rent for the cram school and 5 million yen? I just can't do it. There was a phone number written at the bottom of the document. How about I just call the number and try to negotiate?
Hello, who is this?
I'm someone who just received a letter of complaint from your office, sir.
Oh, are you Miss Momoka Nakamura by any chance?
Yes, sir.
Well then, please transfer 5 million yen to the designated account within 24 hours, as stated in the complaint letter we sent you. Once we've confirmed the transaction, the charges will be dropped.
Well, I can't pay 5 million yen, sir.
Can't pay?
I'm terribly sorry. I'll prepare the money properly.
I suppose it can't be helped. Shall we talk in person sometime at your home?
At my home, sir?
Is there something wrong?
No, sir. Not at all.
Well then, I'll be heading over immediately, so please be ready, ma'am.
Immediately? But the school is still open. But this can't be helped. I sent my cram school students home and headed home in a mad frenzy.
Oh, Momoka! Damn, you're home early.
Oh, honey. This is my husband, Tomoya. He took a day off from work that day and was at home with Mikan. I couldn't tell him that I'd been sued and demanded 5 million yen.
What's wrong, honey? You look so pale.
Nothing, honey. I feel fine. That's right. We'll be having a visitor soon. I'm sorry, but could you please wait with Mikan in your room?
So that's why you came back looking so anxious. Okay, got it.
He's here.
Your stupid cram school is run down. But your house is also quite shabby, huh?
Kaede's mother.
Kaede's mother. Don't call me that so casually.
I'm so sorry. Who better to appear at my door than Kaede's mother and her lawyer? This lawyer is likely the person I spoke to on the phone earlier.
Nice to meet you. My name is Tetsuo from Heaven Law Office.
Yes, sir. That's what I was told. And he handed me his business card.
Down to business, ma'am. Miss Kaede's mother here is about to sue you in court, you understand? We will drop the charges if we receive 5 million yen today.
And I've already told you.
If you don't have the money, go get a freaking loan.
A loan, ma'am? I couldn't.
Oh, aren't you the one who's going to be in trouble for being sued like this? If you do get sued, your stupid school will go bankrupt, right?
No, please.
If that happens, word of you will spread throughout the neighborhood, and you won't be able to live here anymore. And as for your little daughter, Mikan, yes, I feel bad for that kid. If people find out her own mother had been sued, she wouldn't be able to go to any school anymore.
You...
Well now, to pay or not to pay, that is the question.
But...
Oh, I know. Paying it all in installments is another option.
I might be able to pay the money if it was in installments. If I paid it back little by little every month, it's definitely much better than being sued, right?
How does 100,000 yen a month multiplied by 50 months sound? You'll be rid of your debts in a little over 4 years, see?
I can scratch by with that.
In return, you will receive a lot of interest. That's right. Let's see. How about 50% interest?
50% is just stupid. And then it happened.
What's been going on here, folks? I'm Momoka's husband. What kind of relationship do you two have with Momoka? My name is Tetsuo from Heaven Law Office. Today, we've inconvenienced you at your home to sue your wife, sir. If you provide 5 million yen to the bank account we've designated, we will drop the charges. Heaven Law Office, huh? By the way, how did my wife come to be sued?
That's because I sent my daughter to this woman's cram school, but her grades didn't improve at all.
That's it?
That's it! How rude of you! My daughter's future life is at stake here.
By the way, Mr. Tetsuo, could you tell me your registration number? My attorney number is 430444. Huh. 6 figures, is it? Yes, sir. Is there a problem? That's strange. Attorney numbers are 5 digits long. Huh? And also, what the hell am I looking at?
And he said so. Tomoya casually brought the letter of complaint.
The hell do you mean by that?
A letter of complaint is a document in which a victim reports the facts of the damage to an investigative agency and expresses their intention to seek punishment for the perpetrator of the crime. In layman's terms, this is something that ought to be sent to the police. Why is a letter of complaint being sent to Momoka instead? Huh? Well, there seems to have been some kind of mistake.
Wait, what? What are you doing?
Even if you sent it to the wrong address, why does it say, Dear Mrs. Momoka Nakamura on the complaint? Normally, I would just write to the police station. But what do you intend to do by sending a complaint to Momoka?
Who do you think you are, eh?
I'm sorry. I haven't introduced myself. Here's my card.
What? Heaven Law Office?
Though actually, my husband works as a lawyer at the Heaven Law Office. In the first place, me and my husband met when we were in university. Back when we were students, we both belonged to the same law faculty and were in the same tennis club too. I was eventually drawn to his kind personality. After graduating, he passed the bar exam, while at the same time I was working as a receptionist clerk at a general local company. However, in addition to studying business, I gave classes to children at my alma mater to obtain my teaching license. And I really loved the experience. Above all else, I'll never forget the beaming faces of the children. So I quit my job after saving enough money to open a private cram school. So now, my husband works as a lawyer, and I work as a cram school manager and teacher.
Do you work as a lawyer at Heaven Law Office, sir?
That's right.
No. No way that's the truth.
If you think it's a lie, you're welcome to look me up on the internet. You'll find me pretty easily.
Shit! He's right.
I told you so. Also, Mr. Tetsuo, we don't have anyone like you in our office, do we? My ass, good sir. It's not a crime in itself to lie about your title. However, extorting money by lying about your own title falls under Article 246 of the Penal Code, and is a legitimate crime of fraud. Wait, really? Oh boy.
Shit!
Of course, my wife and I refuse to pay 5 million yen, and we shall sue you for fraud.
Do you have any evidence?
There's tons of evidence. First of all, this letter of complaint. Frankly, I really shouldn't have touched it. But what will you do if your fingerprints are detected on this complaint, ma'am?
That will be.
And I'm a certified lawyer. I have security cameras installed so that even if the person we are fighting with in court comes to our house, everything will be alright. Of course, there's also footage of you people threatening Momoka.
I get it. I get it. We don't need the 5 million yen. I'm very sorry.
What good will come from apologizing to me, ma'am? If you're going to apologize, do it to my wife.
Miss Momoka, I am very sorry about everything.
No worries. I won't be suing you, ma'am. And it's best to resolve this matter peacefully.
My wife has made it clear, so we shall not sue you two. However, the matter of you not paying your daughter's monthly tuition fees for cram school is still up for debate. It would be a different story if it was clearly the school's fault, but your daughter hasn't come even once in a month, and moreover, you don't answer when the school calls. I think it's hard to say that the school is responsible in this situation.
Yes, sir.
Please make sure to pay the monthly fees that are in arrears.
Yes, sir.
And just like that, Kaedi's mother and the man who called himself Tetsuyo scampered away into the distance. Honey?
I noticed you weren't exactly looking like your happy self, Momoka. I was wondering what was up, and now I suppose I know.
I didn't want to bother you.
This will never be a bother to me, honey. Besides, my beloved wife's in a pinch, right? How dare I consider it a bother?
Thank you so much, honey.
But, as a lawyer's wife and as a cram school instructor, you need to make sure that you remember a few countermeasures against fraud. One single mistake could have resulted in us paying an unreasonable amount of money.
Yes, sir. I'm reflecting on it. Thank you again, love. After that, Kaedi's mother rightfully transferred the monthly fees that had been overdue for half a year. A month later, I was watching TV, and who better to appear on the screen on national news than Kaedi's mother, and the man who called himself Tetsuo. Apparently, they were arrested on fraud charges. Besides me, it was discovered that these two criminal masterminds were extorting money from the elderly. The total amount of damages was reported to be around 20 million yen. By the way, the guy called Tetsuyo was a former key con man working for the black market. It seems that Kaedi's mother used to be in the cabaret business, and that's where the two met and got married after she discovered she was pregnant. They then named their daughter Kaedi. The two of them thought that by raising their daughter to be an elite and making her daughter to be proud of, they would be able to give themselves some privilege. And by the way, Tetsuyo and Kaedi's mother targeted weak-minded people and the elderly for their schemes. In other words, I was being wildly underestimated. My lesson from all of this is that I have to teach myself to be more strong-willed. My husband is now teaching me various countermeasures against fraud, so I'm off to a good start. After the two were arrested, Kaedi was taken into custody at a child protection facility. It was a huge relief for me. No one should ever be forced to study hard.
Teacher?
Wait, Kaedi?
I want to study, Mrs. Nakamura. this time, not for my parents, but for myself.
You're very welcome, sweetie. Of course. In this way, Kaede has decided to go to cram school from the Child Protection Facility. The monthly tuition fees will be paid for by her uncle, her mother's older brother. Since her uncle lives far away and regrettably difficult for him to take her in, he decided to at least be financially supportive of his niece. I was so relieved to hear that she was thinking of going to live with her uncle in the future. In the end, Kaede didn't want to go to school to an elite junior high school at all. After she graduated from elementary school, she went on to a junior high school in the local area. In this way, I am back to being my happy self, always refreshed and glad to be teaching children. No matter who you are as a child, if you have the will to study a little, you're always welcome.